Thank you for listening to Depictions Media Radio.
Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à cette rencontre virtuelle. Je suis très content d'être avec vous aujourd'hui. I'm really happy to be with you all today to talk about whatever's on your mind. This has been a very difficult year, and one of the things that I've missed most is being able to get out and meet with young people across the country, meet with Canadians across the country, and do town halls in which people get to share with me the things that are on their minds, ask questions, talk about the issues that we're facing as a country and moving forward. I have done a whole bunch of virtual visits to classrooms, and they've all been a lot of fun. But I've been really looking forward to this one, and want to say a huge thank you to the Canadian Teachers Federation for pulling this one together with me and our extraordinary Finance Minister and Deputy Prime Minister, Chrystia Freeland. The opportunity now to connect with all of you at this particular moment, I think, is a recognition that this has been a tough year for everyone, but it's particularly tough for young people. I know my kids at home have had a huge tough time of it, not seeing friends the same way, not being able to do the same kinds of events, but also a deeper concern about what this is going to mean for the coming years. And I know that's particularly as many of you reach the end of high school, reflecting on how is this going to impact the coming years, your path through university, your path into the job market, and potentially impacts economic and jobs and growth for you for many years to come. And that's something that we're very, very much aware of and focused on, because we have to make sure that any scarring that can happen, as happens in recessions and in crises, does not limit your capacity to succeed, because we need you. We need you to become and be the extraordinary, powerful agents of change that I know you intend on being. We have to make sure that each and every one of you gets the path that you're able to walk with as many supports as possible, to ensure not just that you're contributing through the coming years, but that you be shaping our society for the years to come. So that's why being able to check in with you now, hear from you on your concerns, talk about them, and highlight some of the ways in which we are looking to support you as you move forward is really important to me. C'est des moments difficiles auxquels on fait face à d'énormes défis, mais je sais que la vision, le dynamisme, la perspective que vous amenez est essentielle, pas seulement pour passer à travers la pandémie, mais aussi pour pouvoir bâtir un monde meilleur pour les décennies à venir. We've talked a lot about over the past number of years, past year, of how we're going to get through this pandemic. And I think that remains really important, that we deal with this crisis and come through it in the right way. But it's going to be incredibly important as well that we draw on some of the many, many lessons, some directly linked to the pandemic, some not so much, that we've learned over the past while to build a better world, a better economy, a better society for everyone. I think those are things that keep coming up as themes every time I hear from young people. So I'm really looking forward to this opportunity.
Hello everyone, bonjour à tous. La dernière année a été difficile, mais ce qu'on a vu, c'est que les Canadiens sont là les uns pour les autres. Tout au long de cette pandémie, on a su qu'on pouvait compter sur nos voisins et sur nos proches. Que vous ayez fait l'épicerie pour une personne dans le besoin ou que vous avez simplement porté un masque pour protéger vos collègues, je veux vous dire merci. C'est en aidant les gens qui nous entourent qu'on va réussir à traverser cette crise. Unfortunately, some people are still choosing to join large gatherings or even go out of their way to protest public health measures and disrupt vaccine appointments. But here's the thing. The reason so many Canadians are following public health measures isn't just because they want things to get back to normal. It's because they care about their neighbors and about our frontline workers. It's because they know people who are vulnerable, people who could die if this virus keeps spreading. These protests are supposed to be about getting back to normal, but by spreading the virus, they do just the opposite and prolong lockdowns. So follow public health advice, but don't do it for me or for any politician. Do it for someone in your life that you care about. Do it because you respect your fellow Canadians. To the millions of people who are already doing this and who are stepping up to look out for those around you, thank you. As you do your part, know that we have your back. Across the country, we're deploying additional support to provinces and territories that have been hit hardest by this third wave. For Alberta, we continued reaching out to the province through the weekend. We're offering whatever help they need to get the situation under control and keep Albertans safe. For the GTA, the second team of healthcare workers from Newfoundland and Labrador will arrive at Pearson this afternoon on board a Canadian Armed Forces airplane. They'll join the first team that's already there, as well as the Armed Forces members who are helping in Toronto hospitals. And for all Canadians, we continue to deliver PPE, rapid tests, and of course, vaccines. We have now delivered 16.8 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines to the provinces and territories. This week, just like every week in May, we're receiving 2 million doses from Pfizer alone. Already 1.3 million doses of this week's shipment have been delivered to the provinces and territories. For Moderna, we're picking up our next shipment tonight in Europe, and by tomorrow morning, 1 million Moderna doses will be on the ground in Canada. Almost all of these doses will arrive in provinces and territories by the end of the week. En tout, plus de 3 millions de doses de vaccins vont être livrées cette semaine. Chaque jour, de plus en plus de gens se font vacciner. Chaque dose nous permet de protéger une autre personne. Chaque dose est un pas de plus vers la fin de cette pandémie. Remember, all vaccines in Canada have been approved by Health Canada. Our advice to provinces and territories and to Canadians has not changed. Dr. Tam will have more to say in a few minutes, but make sure you get your shot as soon as it's your turn. Already we're seeing how vaccines, along with public health measures, keep people safe. We've administered hundreds of thousands of vaccine doses in hundreds of Indigenous communities. Cases are now falling quickly in places across the country. In fact, for First Nations communities alone, active cases are about a sixth of what they were at the end of January. This is not a coincidence. Vaccines work. From day one, our top priority has been keeping people safe. And as long as this crisis lasts, that remains job one. In Budget 2021, we laid out an additional $1.2 billion to finish the fight against COVID-19 for Indigenous communities. This will go towards everything from hiring nurses to getting PPE to the front lines. Dans le budget de 2021, on prévoit aussi investir plus d'un demi-milliard de dollars dans une stratégie en matière de santé mentale et de bien-être pour les Premières Nations, les Inuits et la nation métisse. La santé mentale, c'est tout aussi important que les autres aspects de notre santé et chacun mérite les soins et le soutien dont il a besoin. En fait, en ce début de la semaine de la santé mentale, je tiens à rappeler à tout le monde que si vous éprouvez des difficultés, vous n'êtes pas seul. Demandez de l'aide. Vous pouvez toujours consulter le site de l'Espace Mieux-être qui vous offre en tout temps un accès gratuit à des ressources et à du soutien. Vous pouvez créer un compte en ligne ou vous pouvez appeler le 1-866-585-0445. Encore une fois, 1-866-585-0445. Pour les peuples autochtones, il y a aussi la ligne d'écoute Espoir pour le mieux-être, qui offre du soutien dans plusieurs langues. Pour joindre la ligne d'écoute, appelez le 1-855-242-3310 ou visitez espoirpourlemieux-être.ca. Plus tard aujourd'hui, le ministre Miller va rencontrer les communautés au Québec pour discuter de la façon dont on peut s'assurer que tout le monde ait des chances de réussir, notamment en veillant à ce que tous les enfants reçoivent une éducation de qualité adaptée à leur culture. Le but est d'écouter ce dont les communautés ont besoin et de voir comment on peut continuer à avancer ensemble sur la voie de la réconciliation. Everyone should have access to clean water, just like everyone should have a safe home and a good job. Together, we've made progress in the past 5 years. On drinking water alone, we've lifted 106 long-term advisories since 2015. But if this pandemic has taught us anything, it's that there's always more work to do. That's why we're investing $6 billion for Indigenous infrastructure projects. Whether for roads or schools, this will close gaps that far too many people still face and support good jobs across the country. Together, we can and we will continue to move forward. En raison de cette pandémie, de nombreuses personnes dépendent de plus en plus des connexions sans fil, que ce soit pour l'école ou le travail ou pour prendre des nouvelles de la famille. Un forfait cellulaire ou une connexion Wi-Fi à domicile n'est plus un luxe, c'est une nécessité. Et c'est quelque chose que tout le monde devrait pouvoir se permettre. En 2019, on a promis de réduire de 25% le coût des services cellulaires et sans fil. Aujourd'hui, on a vu les derniers rapports sur les prix moyens d'un forfait de données et d'un forfait Internet à domicile. Les prix ont baissé de 9 à 28%. C'est une nouvelle encourageante. On est sur la bonne voie. Alors qu'on rebâtit à la suite de cette pandémie, on va s'efforcer toujours de rendre la vie plus abordable pour la classe moyenne. Finally, I want to recognize that May marks the start of both Asian Heritage Month and Canadian Jewish Heritage Month. As we celebrate the contributions of Asian Canadians and of the Jewish community alike, we have a lot to be thankful for. Because from dropping off groceries for neighbors to organizing PPE drives, in the last year, people have come together like never before. Truly, diversity is our strength, and it's something we must always stand up for. There is no place in Canada for anti-Semitism. There's no place for anti-Asian racism. There's no place for hatred or discrimination against anyone or any community. On est toujours plus fort ensemble, aujourd'hui et à chaque jour. Merci beaucoup.
This show has been produced by Depictions Media. Please contact us at depictions.media for more information.